So we all have a key aspect to this piece of the puzzle. Our aspects are traits of who we are, that we become who we are through the mask of life, whether we're fully being ourselves or not. We still grow into who we are. So your talents, your abilities, the things that you're capable of, what you do, how you go about life, it's all in the corresponding characteristic of what makes life life. So you take, you know, an equation, say 4 plus 4 equals 8, has an outcome, a balance, just like our karma. A karma of what we do holds a balance. And we get back in a karma of what we do either good, or a karma of what we either do is bad. Just like off that one video game on Xbox 360, there's a video game that I played. It was called Fable 3, and you split wood and stuff, and you can either do good deeds or bad deeds, and you either have horns or a halo over your head. So this is what's at large, what it was trying to represent, meaning in life you can be good or evil or both, and be somewhere in between good and evil. But there'd be certain percentages of good that you'd be really good at too. But what I'm saying is that mostly it'd be your good actions of karma would you get back, and then you'd reap your good benefits instead of the negative ones, so that we would keep on growing our key aspects of intelligence to bring forth this higher grade aspect to the equation. So it would have to be on a standpoint of like, we are what we do. So if we change what we do, something different happens to us. So we're changing certain key aspects of what we perceive of, or take in information of our subconscious mind and a conscious mind, taking in information from whatever we're learning or coming up with from the universe at large. Like the things that I understand, I already understand this. But the way I'm explaining it is the best way I know how, to get to the minds so that they understand it. As long as you can understand it, then everything's all right. But back to what I'm saying is, this is my red hoodie, and these are my pair of jeans that I got today. And the red hoodie is really cool. Like, you can see is when I put up my hood. You know what I mean? But anyway, back to what I'm saying of like the key aspects and traits of who you are. What makes you you, of the category of like everything in this existence, that the element of everybody's cause and effect in reality makes and shapes and forms reality. That the minds of whatever you come in contact with, that they talk about, of whatever the consciousness is whatever the consciousness of that trait of what you're actually observing. So is a trait of what you're actually observing right now too as well. What I'm talking about, and the trait of the comprehension of understanding what I'm trying to say while I'm trying to say it. See, if you can understand that, you can understand me, then you can understand that trait of intelligence. You can put it through in your own words of what you understand upon these subjects of reality. If you're able to comprehend this and perform these capabilities of reality to go forth and do this. But my hoodie has pockets right here too. But the capability to go forth and do this to mean of we create all these categories and possibilities of our mindset to be of our greatest abilities that we already have and grow them. Just like off of Harry Potter, this famous saying from Hagrid from Harry Potter. It goes, "You're a wizard, Harry." That's what Hagrid said off of Harry Potter or whatever. But what I'm trying to say is that, meaning that you have power, you have this ability, you have the power to read minds, you have the power to get to a certain level, you have the power to go really fast with your hands like that on your free will. Because I've studied this, I can go really fast in the fast like martial arts, like, but I train myself, so I don't have a degree or anything. So I would never hurt a fly, but if I had ever had self defense and something got in a court case like that, I would say it's not like I had kung fu training. You know what I mean? But anyway, I mean, I would know how to defend myself, which is actually a good thing in survival, in the real capability of, like, there's so many things to know. And actually, like, I know, like, multiple things upon multiple things about, like, music, about my ability to go really fast, like I showed you, like that, and to do all this other stuff that's in the quality of my ability and my ability to understand others too is in the quality of all of our ability, because we have these abilities that's undermined in the intelligence of mankind that we can utilize to get to a certain level of intelligence, in the factor of many minds unlocking more intelligence from their key aspects and traits of what they could actually be their ascended state, the greater state of their intelligence. Of, just imagine this person that you used to know a couple of years ago, before their ascended state, they didn't know too much about anything, and then they all of a sudden know a whole bunch of a lot about a lot of things, but then they understand their true state of being, of what makes them them. So they go about their uh, level of intelligence, their knowledge, their abilities, their attributes, and create this sort of way about them that makes them them. Now, what creates me to be me is I'm creating my key attributes and talents and abilities and putting my mind to the test of what it can explain, and up to the knowledge of what I can get up to explain all these things that I'm trying to explain, and the key aspects to these universal features of our abilities and what makes the oneness together as a whole group of conscious field. That, if we just get to the fact of, like, what we need to do, and get to the underlying meaning of all this, to get to a greater level of comprehension to fix this problem, and have all the solutions on the table for our intelligence to be the solution, our abilities to be that solution in our life, our talents and attributes to be that solution of our qualities of life that we normally live and not even apply sometimes, but sometimes apply these abilities, but then we apply some of the attributes of what makes us us, and it creates the intelligence of the means of what makes us us, and then we can sometimes be at peace and not thinking of anything, and then all of a sudden everything would come together and things would be awesome too. But anyway, it's getting to about that time. I explained a lot, girls, and I love you. So, girls, Neo worships the divine goddess. Cody worships the divine goddess too. And all I'm trying to say is that Neo is, like, kind of like my nickname, kind of. And anyway, I just wanted to tell you that I love the girls, and it's at the end of the podcast. I have to say that in the end of the podcast of every video, because I really do. The girls blessed me today, and I didn't want them to. But guess what? I'm still on semen retention, and it's day 5. So guess what? They didn't get the best of me. My art of tapas is growing stronger. You know what I mean? I had to say calm down and go somewhere, go for a walk. Otherwise, it wouldn't. These souls, I'm telling you. But anyway, just have a good day, girls. I love you. Okay? It's my red hoodie. My red hoodie.